People say, are you running? Yes, I'm really running. I'm running in November. Skip the preliminaries.
Okay, so you're running. Are you running as an independent?
Independent. There's one other independent in the race, and there's a Republican in the race, and there'll be one Democrat, but nobody knows who the Democrat's going to be.
Yet.
So, anyway, I'll be there. I'm one of four.
Okay, so what's your take on the immigration law that went through in Arizona?
Well, first of all, immigration is the responsibility of the federal government. I think if you look at the Constitution, they would see that. I think the states are getting frustrated. It's time for the Congress to do something and Obama to do something. And I'm not blaming Jim McGovern. I know Jim McGovern, our congressman, wants to pass immigration laws and get this thing settled. I think it's just floating out there year after year. No one's taking steps to resolve it in the Congress right now, except maybe Jim and some other people. And it's time to move on. That's pass legislation. That's reasonable. Makes sense. Move on to other more important issues.
What do you think should be done about mass health care?
Well, I'm for single payer. So I believe that if you have your own health insurance, your own private policy, you keep it. If you don't have it, you should be single payer. Every industrial country has health care, has a right, single payer. The government runs the system. We run Medicare, we run Medicaid. That's run by the government. What's the difference? And I want to cut out the insurance companies, and by doing that, you're going to save 14% right off the bat.
Okay. What do you think should be done about the foreclosure crisis?
Sorry?
The foreclosure?
Well, that's a tough one. First of all, for people staying in their homes, I think we have to find a way that people perhaps can delay paying their mortgages until they're employed. There are tax benefits, as you know, people over the age of 70. I'm proposing that people of a certain age do not have to pay a property tax until the house is sold or passes to the estate. So I'm very concerned about this, especially older people who are on fixed income. The property value of the house keeps going down, but the tax keeps going up. We can't continue this way. People now are living 25, 30 years beyond retirement, being forced out of their homes. We have to start addressing that issue now before we get hit with a crisis. It may call for new ways of living. It may be that people have to have their own apartment, they have their privacy, they have better for their health, it's better for their mental being. They may need help with food, Meals on Wheels, for example. They may need help on doing their laundry, but it's much better than going to a nursing home. We've got to start thinking ahead because our population is changing. It's getting older. And you fall when you're 20 and you fall when you're 80. It's a different thing entirely when it comes to getting up again and back on your feet. We've got to start looking ahead. I don't believe in crisis. I believe in planning way ahead so we avoid them.
What will you do about jobs for Massachusetts?
Jobs, that's an interesting one. That's a tough one. Because most of the jobs are small businesses. And I always thought the Obama administration made a bad mistake. I'm not running for Congress. But the money should have been given to the small businessmen, not the large corporations. 2/3 of all the jobs in this country are in small businesses. That's where the money should have gone. And that would have created more jobs right away than it has now. That was a bad mistake. Obama adopted the Republican solution, top on down. I believe bottom on up. So that would create more jobs. You put more money into small businesses. The other thing, of course, is people are afraid to spend their money now because they don't know what's going to happen next. The market goes up and down all the time. But I think putting more into small businesses, give them more assistance, help them in tough times, because things will change. That's the best way to create jobs. Biomedical, that's a big way to go too, of course. Medical, we're now outside of Boston. We're the medical center of Massachusetts. Let's face it. With St. Vincent's and Medical City and all the hospitals we have here, that's a growth industry. Where would we be without those hospitals today? They employ 7,000, 8,000, 9,000 people in the city of Worcester. So I think we should do what we do best. Biomedical, the hospitals in the city. We're a service center. The banks are here, the lawyers are here, the government agencies are in the city. And Worcester is what Worcester is. We're not going to be Boston, we're not going to be Providence, we're Worcester. We're a great city, and we should build on our strengths.
Okay, thank you.